Hey there, welcome to this message. Okay, so this message, because I'm picking up that I need to get through two, okay, for the rest of this month. So this first message is really coming up for the week coming up. So I want to say that this is timeless. So it's really whenever you're hearing it, if it resonates, just go with it. And I just want to get some more like clarity on like as a collective, especially for the divine feminine. Okay, like the divine feminine, it is coming up really heavy with this message. All right, then the other message may be for a divine masculine. Okay, I haven't really completely gotten through it yet, but I'm gonna post these pretty much at the same time so you can listen to both. Okay, so this is really for the divine feminine for this coming week. I feel like what spirit is kind of like spirit is like leading you to do right now, or what it is that you should be kind of focusing on, okay, to kind of like reap abundance and where you should be right now because it's so deserving. I feel like there's something that's been blocking you, that's been holding you back, okay? And a lot of this has to do with old wounds, okay, that you have been trying to heal from. I feel like there's also something about self-sabotage is what I'm getting. Okay, so I feel like you're healing from this energy right now, or I feel like maybe you just did, like possibly the first week of July. That may have been what that was all about, was healing some old wounds. You may have been, there may be some like emotional releases going on there, releasing old patterns, that's releasing old wounds, that's releasing things that honestly aren't helping you, okay? They're not benefiting you anymore. And it's time to completely heal and let go. And I feel like that's, as a collective, what we are doing in the month of July, especially the beginning of July, is releasing. We're just releasing. We're cutting out karmic timelines. We're cutting out old wounds. We're helping each other heal. And that's what you're doing. When you're healing, you're helping also others heal, right? Especially like those in your bloodline. So you have to remember that. Now, I feel like what Spirit is wanting you to do is getting very still and quiet, specifically in the mornings, okay? And maybe spending some more time out in nature, all right? And right now, especially like this time of year, it's a beautiful time of year. And if you live somewhere where you can get out, in nature, do that, because that's going to be helpful. I don't know if you need to go on a hike, if you need to go on walks more, if you need to go on runs, whatever it is that you're being called to, because I'm picking that up heavy. When you're quiet and you're out in nature, I feel like you may be picking up some divine guidance here. Okay, so I don't know if you need to go camping, if you need to just spend some time alone outside, even if it's just in your backyard grounding, okay? Like there's something like that where this is going to help you. This is part of it, but I feel like this week coming up is important in that way, because especially in the morning when you wake up, I want you to listen. I want you to listen, okay? Because there's something about divine guidance coming through, that spiritual guidance coming through your crown chakra. It's coming through in the mornings to offer you some guidance that's going to help you on your journey, right? It's going to give you the answers that you're looking for, and you're getting out of a situation, like I'm getting like a struggle or a burden, something like that, where you're releasing this and coming out of this into a brand new person. That is what it is. You're no longer the old, okay? You're no longer that old. The old you is gone. Those that were in your life in the past, I feel like those that have been away from you, if they come back into your life right now, they're going to say, who is this person? This is a completely new person. And it's not a jab at you, okay? Of like, it's not where you, how you ended up in a way. Of course, we should take ownership, but there's stuff about your timeline. There's stuff about your past. There's stuff about your childhood and things that you didn't heal, okay? Things from your childhood you didn't heal. Or generational curses that kind of like just kept you stuck in a holding pattern. And those needed to be broken off of you and your life and future generations. And that is something that you had to do. That is something that you had to work on. And I feel like it's almost like blocked out your purpose or your path. And I just need you to, this week is all about refocusing, because I feel like that the struggle is over, that piece is over, or you're starting to come out of that this week, okay? There may be another week of possibly purging, but you're coming out of this, and that is something where now that you're a new person, you have a new path. You have a new mission. This has always been your soul mission, okay? Like, you have to think of it this way. This has always been your soul mission, but you didn't know it. You were maybe possibly, who I'm speaking to, you felt lost, okay? Like a lost soul. That's what I'm getting. Like, maybe you've had several different careers. Maybe you've had several different, like maybe you never really settled down with somebody, or maybe there was something about commitment, or maybe you kind of like didn't ever, like, felt like you couldn't stick with something or anything like that. It's because it was almost like there was a curse placed on either your family tree or your life, something like that as a child, and it's held you back in life. Okay, it's held you back from your purpose and your soul mission in life. And it's time to break free from these chains. It's time to stop focusing, because I feel like it's cleared. Like, what I'm getting now, this is a lot of bright, cheerful, colorful, vibrant energy that I'm seeing right now. Okay, so we're cleared out of this. This is ending now, and there's something about the truth. A truth comes to you. And maybe that's what this is. It's like something from your past, or something from your childhood, or something from, or even just like realizing that it was a generational curse could be what you needed to get to, and writing out a letter, apologizing to yourself for not seeing the beauty in yourself. There's something like that too. Okay. Or like the self-sabotage. You need to forgive yourself, I think, and say, like, write yourself a letter of how you forgive, you're sorry, and you forgive yourself, okay? And that you're ready to press on. You're ready for this new energy. You're ready for this new timeline. You're ready for success is what I'm getting. And you're going to feel totally 1000, like you're going to be in a balance energy here is what I'm picking up, okay? So the truth is coming out. Anything that is not the truth will be blocked. And this is from divine, because the divine is protecting you. And I'm hearing like these are ancestors that are protecting you. Okay, because you have some powerful gifts and you have a powerful story, and you're here to tell it. All right. And you're done being blocked by whoever, whatever evil this is. It's done. It's over is what I'm picking up. Okay. And we're done with this, but it is, you need to stop focusing so much on that. Now that you write your letter, and that's the closure that you end with, and we don't go back into focusing in that and keep focusing, because it almost like it keeps you in a holding pattern doing that, instead of just rewriting. Like, you're rewriting something. You're rewriting your future in ancestral patterns right now. That's what you're doing. You're already doing this though. Like, so it's not forcing. Like, there's no forcing. Like, let it free flow. I'm getting, just let you the day, stay in every day, and let it free flow. Let the divine guide you in your day to day. Okay. And that what you're supposed to be doing is going to come to you. Okay. What it is that your soul purpose, your soul mission, the people that are supposed to be in your life, it's just going to start flowing to you, because you're out of this energy. Maybe people were, it was almost like your curse. Okay. Like, and this, again, this isn't your fault. Okay. This curse that was placed on your family or your life or something, this is like from past generations. Okay. I'm hearing that like, it was almost like this curse that was placed on your life was almost like a repellent for like success and love and true friendship. Okay, like people stayed away from you. They couldn't even put their finger on it of why. And I feel like that's done with now. You no longer have to sit and wonder why this person doesn't like me, that person doesn't like me. It doesn't matter, okay? Because that's the old you. They need to get to know that the real you is that's you. It's always been you. It's always been there, but it was cursed, okay? Because it's beautiful, because it's vibrant, because it's whole, because you have something, you help transform other people's lives. You alchemize, all right? You alchemize the negative energy into light energy. You're an alchemist. That's what you do. And so that's who you are now. And so people are going to gravitate towards you. And you're just going to feel the love. You're going to feel bright, vibrant. You're going to feel the energy, all right? And this is coming for you right now is what I'm getting. What you're doing now, it's already in line. You're in alignment right now. You're in line with what it is that you're supposed to have, what it is in life that is yours, your blessings, they're unblocked. Okay, and this leads to success. And this is, it's just very powerful, okay? And I feel like there's something about creative aspects of your mind, something like that, because I feel like maybe that's been blocked as well, and that can be a curse as well, okay? There's something about your creative person, and I think that whatever creations, like you maybe have been out of blockage, okay? Like a writer's block, okay? And you may not be a writer, it could be something else, but it's like that. It's kind of like that. That's what I'm getting. You've been in a blockage, and this is possibly a black magic. This is a curse, maybe something like that. Siphoning, energy siphoning, could be any of that. But I know you're getting out of this, and the way to completely let go of this, I'm telling you, it's getting quiet in the mornings, it's getting in your sacred space, and it's writing yourself an apology, a letter, or to somebody else, that you forgive somebody else, okay? Because when we sit in a harmony, when we sit in a vibrant and in a frequency of forgiveness, it can completely change up your life, because we're done with resentment. That's what we're getting out of here in this month. I'm hearing like in July, the resentment's gone, so that the beautiful vibrancy, that like colorful, high frequency, high vibration, the ascension, all of that comes through in August. That's what I'm getting, because you're moving on this. You're breaking the chains of this dark energy. And it's almost like you're going to feel, I'm getting like almost like the middle of July, okay? For some reason, the middle of July. I'm getting that there's something about Christmas in July. That's what I'm getting. So, take that how it resonates. I don't know if something great happens, something big happens for you in your career or your life, or you meet somebody, but there is something too about, I'm getting a high level soulmate. Okay, so there is something, whatever you're doing now, it's aligning you with your high level soulmate maybe, or there's also something about leadership. So maybe there's a high level soulmate that's in a position of leadership, and is looking at you like you are too, something like that. And maybe this is a high-powered couple that comes together and transforms a space, okay? Something like that, maybe. But let your, let's focus on of clearing this completely out so that we can move on, because I feel like whatever this is that you keep, it's like you keep repeating it in your head of, and again, this is something where it's like getting out of a stock victim type of mentality of letting go of the wrongs. Okay, we need to let go of the wrongs of who's wronged us, what they're doing, and all that. You need to just like, the person that's wronged you, in your letter, say, I give you love and light. I give you love and light. Okay? I'm ready to move on, and I'm done, and I'm ready to move on, and I'm ready to close this chapter. Okay? Because this is coming in for you, and I'm telling you, when you look back, and I'm getting by next year, okay, 2026, by 2020, like this time next year, you're going to look back on this light, on your life, on where this is, where you were this time, Okay, so I'm saying like 4th of July time frame of next year, you're going to look back on the journey that you went through, and it's like a completely different life. Okay, like completely different life, completely different world. That's what it is. Okay, so I do think that this week it's like, let's focus on that. Of course, you still have real life. It's not like you're going to just sit around and meditate all day. That's not what I'm saying. But it's getting quiet, especially in the mornings. It's listening to that inner voice, your intuition. Maybe getting down on like the paper exactly what it is that if you're even unclear about what it is that you actually want, now is the time to get clear on what it is that you're hoping for and wanting, and can feel, and maybe ask God, like if that is unclear, maybe ask God to show you or to give you some insight onto what it is that God is calling for you, right? Like what it is that divine wants for your life from here on out. Okay, and how do I go about doing that? How do I go about living that kind of life? Okay, so we're I really think that this like the energy of the July, the Cancerian energy, of the release, of the emotional release. It's heavy. It may be heavy right now for you. It may have been heavy the first week, and now it's starting to subside, and clarity, more joy, more of that. And I also feel like if you've been feeling unbalanced with your feminine and masculine energies, you get there. Okay, in the next couple of weeks, you're there, and that's where you needed to be. Especially as a divine feminine, I feel like you've been kind of all over the place, just feeling like an unbalanced, unearthed. That's what I'm getting. So make sure you're grounding. Make sure you're staying. You're doing your stillness. You're doing your chakra work, and you're releasing this stuck energy. All right. So that's what I have for this coming up week of what it is that you should work on for this journey. Again, a collective message. If it resonates, like, share, subscribe, comment below. And I'm about to do the second message that I have for the second. It's pretty much like the second half. These probably are going to go hand in hand. So yeah, if you want to watch that one, go watch that one. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.